Hello, and welcome to Subpar Gaming, where Respawn is your friend. Now this week I want to look at a little topic. This is going to be a little topical week. So, this topic is something that when you say it within game development, as soon as it's put out there, the game dies. Seriously, watch. I am talking about a reboot.
In peril was no more.
You see, when publishing houses get tired of licking the scum off the bottom of the sequel bucket, and can't quite be bothered rolling over their bloated and decadent selves, in order to steal the ideas from better games and jam them together to make a monstrosity machine, also known as the Darksiders engine, they will feel on the floor for the first popular old game they can find and authorise a reboot. Since, having an original idea may take some effort or something. As you may have guessed, I'm not a big fan of reboots, and that's mostly because I have yet to find one that's decently good. I mean, I'm sure it can be done, but no one's managed. So anyway, let's move on to our game for today. The first reboot that I've actually played in a long time, Alone in the Dark, the 2008 what the hell is going on? Ow! Edition. So let's add a bit more history to this intro. Alone in the Dark was originally a dark, claustrophobic horror game in the American style of horror. What does that mean? Well, rather than using the tried and tested horror formula of letting your imagination shoot you in the kneecaps with fear, the Japanese style, this game relied on monsters and dark rooms to achieve their cheap thrills. It turned out 2 mediocre sequels and another failed reboot that's separate to this, which we may get around to at some stage. So what was the next step? Well, the studios decided to let some no-talent hack go ahead and ruin the entire series forever. Enter Uwe Boll, hack director extraordinaire, to try and make some sort of ungodly, awesome action movie out of it. And to be fair to Mr. Boll, he did get about halfway. He definitely made something ungodly, and it definitely was a movie. He just forgot the awesome and the action bit. So what we got was an ungodly movie.
That was forced.
Shut up! And we finally make it to the modern day. Atari has decided that they have come up with a well-crafted and interesting story to house their aged mechanic in. The basic plot: Central Park, New York is evil and overrun by demonic forces. Wow, saying that out loud actually makes it sound stupider than it did in my head, which I didn't even think was possible. So the game begins with you waking up in a room with amnesia. Oh, right, sorry. That's my overused plot device detector. What it does is record all the overused plot devices that I find in these games and record them for me, as well as giving them a handy little name. Upon waking, the player finds that the screen starts to blur. Oh my god, we've entered a steamy locker room! No, we've apparently got to press a button to make our character blink. Seems rather pointless, since we only need to be doing it in this scene, but whatever. We now get a very confusing introduction where very little is explained.
You know what we're dealing with here? Crazy shit is bound to happen in our line of work. Are you kidding me?
What? The life of a paranormal mercenary suffering from the stormtrooper effect is weird? Next will be telling me I'm going to die gruesomely and no one's going to give a shit.
Nothing is going to ruin this. Nothing.
Nothing at all. No, there is no way, no how that this diabolical plan of ours could possibly go at all wrong. I'm sure of it. In fact, I'm so sure that I'm just going to tempt fate for a little bit longer. There is no...
Look at me.
God! Damn it, what the hell is that? Your face? God, it looks like it's a giant tumour with little tumours growing off it. Jesus!
Mr. Scarf, take the rag doll up to the roof and kill him.
Why not kill him now?
Consider it done.
So they take you to the roof where you pull off a miraculous escape by falling through the floor. Graceful? Anyway, then Edward, which is the name of this character according to the bad guys before, starts through the building, attempting not to die, and also piss off the player more as we go. Now this is one small gameplay aspect that I really want to talk about, mostly because it frustrated the hell out of me. Basically, you're at a point where you can only continue forward if you kick through this door. Right? Now, on the Xbox, PS, or even on the Nintendo DS, this is done with an attack button, and it's fairly simple. The problem for me came with the fact that I was on the Wii. I was meant to swing the controller to attack. I spent 8 freaking minutes there swinging the damn remote, and I still couldn't get it to do anything. Watch! See? So, if you're skipping past that, you keep going, and Edward confronts himself in a mirror.
My God. Who the hell am I?
Series has historically been about a guy called Edward Carnby. I don't think you're Edward Cullen. Carnby smash!
Damn it.
What? Wow. The level of what the fuckery in that. It's almost of ball proportions. Chilling.
Dear Santa, thank you for the dolls and the fish. It's Easter now, so I hope I didn't wake you. But honest, it is an emergency. There's a crack in my wall. Aunt Sharon said it's just an ordinary crack, but I know it's not, because...
Oh my God, you hear that? That noise!
At night there's voices.
Here!
So please could you send someone to fix it?
No! Help me! Something
Or a policeman.
got me! What the hell's going on? Wait, my rescuer is more fucked up than I am.
Well, great, this character's annoying. I can't wait until she gets it.
We can catch up on old times over beer another time, okay?
Wait, she's the love interest? The lady who within 1 minute has shown the same amount of interest and intrigue as someone applying a cheese grater to my balls. But hey, that's not fair. I mean, maybe it's meant to be one of those slow burning love interests where you slowly grow to love the person and just understand the intricacies of... Come on, don't be so naive. Ass monkey. So Edward and Madame Cheese Grater make their way through the building. Eventually they find the old man from before.
Who the hell am I? No time.
Why not? You know, shouldn't be that hard. Just...
My name is Edward Carnby, and I'm here to protect you from the things you don't believe. You see, there's a world around you that you've trained yourself not to see.
What do you do?
I'm a paranormal investigator. I hunt and track down the strange and unusual.
And demons trying to take over the world. So all in all, in video game land, it's an average Wednesday. We finally escape the damn hotel and begin the chase scene with cracks in the pavement. Why?
Must be out of a scary crack.
They manage to outrun the cracks, but total the car inside Central Park in the process.
Hurry! We must go to the museum before he's gathered an even larger army.
Whose army? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I agree with Jar Jar Binks there. What the hell is going on? But before the old man can tell you, he decides to give you this magical stone and shoot himself. You know, to be helpful at all. We then get this really weird scene where his death gets played out with sad music. Wow, it feels like we barely knew him. That's probably because we did barely know him. I mean, he's the equivalent of Toad in the Mario games, having the information but referring to tell us that it's in another castle.
Dr. Hartford here. We're relaying the Central Park emergency calls.
Hey, I'm in Central Park and I'm badly wounded.
Who's not? At least you're still breathing.
Because that's what you want to hear. Medical professionals telling you that you might very well die, like everybody else is. How helpful. You moron.